So if you're just planning for a season, what they say, hot boy and hot girl season, you ain't hearing that term no more. My goal is to help them for their foundation and for the long-term goal. So the number one question I always ask, what is your end goal? I don't start with, well, what's your 3-month goal? No, because once we find out what your end goal, I'm gonna help you to lay out the blueprint where we will have a 3-month goal. We'll have the 6-month goal. I say that because most people, their short-term goal is always making money. That's not a person's end goal, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you can have all the money, but if we don't change your behavior, the money is irrelevant. And so my 3-month, my 6-month, my 9, my 12-month goal for most of my clients is helping them to change their behavior. I don't put it to them like that, but it really is changing their behavior. And it's a slower process. The reason I'm probably not the #1 dude on the internet because my process is not sexy. I'm not jumping out of helicopters with 10 chains on and doing all of this stuff because that's not real. Most of the things that people are chasing is not real. See, I'm not chasing popularity because popularity is why people are jammed up right now with some of these financial gurus. They go with what's popular as opposed to what's profitable. And sometimes profitability is slow. That's not sexy. But then I tell people, what's the alternative route? Let me tell you what that means. So let's say you go with somebody who's popular. They get you jammed up. You stuck, and now you done ran out of money. You can't do anything. Or the alternative is you done went popular, it didn't work. Now you still got to work 40 years and end up at whatever situation you prepared or planned for. Or we can go the route that's methodical, that's structured, that has concepts and strategies attached. Yes, it may seem slower, but once that foundation is laid, you're in position for a lifetime. And so, unfortunately, people are so caught up in what looks good as opposed to what actually is good for them. This is why so many people only plan for a season. People who are popular are only popular for a season. Think about it. Everybody who I went to high school with ain't popping right now. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way, but I'm saying that they didn't plan for the long term. Being popular was their calling card. No, I want to plan for a lifetime. And so, yes, it may not be the sexiest, it may not be the thing that draws the most people in, but I can tell you 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now, you'll still know who Will Roundtree is. And whoever I work with, they can be in that same thought process of themselves because the foundation will be laid. Unfortunately, just the age of social media and the internet and the commercialism of success, we can take that exact same approach across the board. How many people in music who were extremely popular that are here today that didn't plan a foundation? How many athletes who you know who were popular, this generation don't even know who they are? Same thing with influencers, same thing with movie stars, same thing with comedians. But you have people who have just laid out this methodical approach to their path, how they've built their success, how they've accumulated wealth, how they've branded themselves, and they're still here. And it's no coincidence, it's because solid doesn't crumble. And that's why that foundation is so important. So if you're just planning for a season, what they say, hot boy and hot girl season, you ain't hearing that term no more.